The Menards grounds crew doing its job tonight between innings. Cubs have done the job all night long as Ryan Theriot seems like he's been up about every other batter tonight. Paul McAnulty now playing right for Giles, and Michael Ingersoll plays Nick Massey in the Tony Award-winning musical Jersey Boys. With us in the booth. Great job with our 7th inning stretch, and as Bob said, he thought tonight might be the best version of it, and you guys nailed every note.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We're incredibly thrilled to be here, especially on a night where the Cubs are doing so well. It's a historic park. It's just a ball.
I'll tell you what else is a ball is Jersey Boys. I had an opportunity to see it last summer. One of the greatest theater productions I've seen. It was so entertaining. The music, certainly at my age, it struck a note in my heart. Just a great show.
Well, I tell you what's amazing too. A huge portion of our fan base are folks just like you, and it's guys that are guys, sports fans. They don't typically associate having a good time with going to the theater. Sometimes they're drugged there, and they have such an amazing time when they come.
McAnulty makes a catch for the out, and for people who don't know, this is the story of the Four Seasons.
Right. It's the story of the Four Seasons. I like to say it's a mix between VH1 Behind the Music, The Sopranos, and a rock concert. Guys, we have such an amazing time. You know, most people don't know the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and it's just an American dream story, a rags to riches story. And the music is just, it's sensational. And all these years later, people are on their feet, they're laughing, they're crying. I've never seen an audience do this, and I've been doing this professionally for quite a bit now. So.
Nice first pitch, looked like a strike.
Thank you very much. I wasn't nervous at all.
Here's Darrell Ward, who has come up with a couple of big pinch hits on this homestand. He bats for Derek Lee. So how many times have you been to Wrigley Field?
Several times. I was working in Chicago before I went on the road and did it in San Francisco and LA, so I am just thrilled to be back. You know, there's no place like Chicago. I was playing California for a year, and it's nice there, but there's nothing like the neighborhoods and the people of Chicago. And you know, it's just not as much fun to root for the Giants, bless their hearts. It's nice to come back when the Cubs are doing well, and Chicago's been happy to have us too. They've supported us really well, and we owe Chicago a debt of gratitude for that. We thank them very much for coming out to support the Jersey Boys as well.
I was going to ask where the best reception has been.
Oh, opening night in Chicago was electric. You know, the season sold a huge amount of records in Chicago. Chicago was an incredibly important market for them, and Bob Gaudio and Frankie Valli fought really hard to have a permanent sit-down production in Chicago because the people here were so near and dear to their hearts because they were instrumental in their success in the early 60s. You know, when the Big Three were released, Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, Walk Like a Man. So they were instrumental in getting us here, and Chicago has gone nuts for us. We really hope to see everybody out there.
Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons sold over 175 million records worldwide.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, that's when you had to actually go to the record store and pick up the record. You couldn't just download it. So, you know, people had to be motivated to get that music into their homes and onto their record players, and that's saying something for that time period.
Well, were you familiar with Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons music before this production?
Well, I grew up with it as well because my folks were playing it all the time when I was a kid. So yeah, I knew most of the songs going into the show, and it's such an amazing feeling to play this music to 1,900 screaming fans. I'm telling you, 8 times a week. It's such a thrill.
Ward just walked. Ball one high on Ronnie Cedeno. This is his first at bat tonight. 12-3 Cubs. We're in the 7th. We're with Michael Ingersoll or Nick Massey from Jersey Boys. And a double play, 6-4-3. Jersey Boys will run at the LaSalle Bank Theater through 2008. Michael, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been such a thrill. Appreciate it.